Nationwide 90 FM will have their Special Olympic outside broadcast with panelists George Davis, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, Raymond Graham, Trevor Campbell, and Michael Carr. Cheer for your Jamaican athletes in the men and women's relay, women's 400 meters final, men's 400 meters hurdles final, and more. Picture the events on big screens while savoring the delicious food and refreshing drinks from Spirits Expression Sports Lounge. With the lively atmosphere, it's the perfect place to enjoy the thrill of the events with fellow fans. Whether you're a die-hard track and field enthusiast or just looking for a fun hangout spot, Spirit Expression Sports Lounge promises an unforgettable time. So, catch the events at Spirits Expression Sports Lounge on August 9, 2024 from 12 to 3 p.m. Don't miss out on the action at Shop 44 and 45 Harbor City Mall, Montego Bay. Come for the track and field events, stay for the fun. All this and so much more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Spirits Expression Sports Lounge. Life is beyond beautiful.
It's your favorite locked goddess, the Stinger Honeybee, with a special announcement. Come out to Spirits Expression Sports Lounge for E-Zone's special post-Olympic coverage on August 9 from 3 to 5 p.m. We're handing the mic to you, the passionate fans and customers, to deliver your own commentary on Jamaica's performances at the Paris 2024 Olympics. This is the chance to step into the shoes of a sports commentator, sharing your excitement, insights, and patriotism live on air. Let's talk Olympics. Kick back and want our vibes at Spirits Expression Sports Lounge, Shop 44 to 45, Harbor City Mall, Montego Bay. It's all going down on Friday, August 9 from 3 to 5 p.m. only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Spirits Expression Sports Lounge. Life is beyond beautiful.
Nationwide 90 FM now presents live coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Our coverage is brought to you by
our diamond sponsors,
KFC, Pizza Hut, Fosrich,
or gold sponsors,
Sagicor Group, J. Ray and Nephew,
or silver sponsors,
Supreme Ventures Limited, Digicel, Gatorade,
or bronze sponsors,
National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, Spirits Expressions Sports Lounge, Imperial Optical Jamaica, Rainforest Caribbean, National Commercial Bank, Sunshine Snacks, First Rock Group, Grace Foods, Jamaica Customs Agency,
and our other sponsors,
Multilink, Kiss Baking Company, Hose Assembly and Supplies, Students Loan Bureau, Massey Distribution Limited, Starbucks, Tourism Enhancement Fund, Evergrow, Real Estate Board, Horton's Pharmacy, Petrojam Limited, Wellington Dental, Fontana Pharmacy, Juicy Patties, Maxi Department Store, Road Safety Unit, JTA Cooperative Credit Union, ISP Finance Services, Postage Logistics Group, Royalton Resorts, High-Low Food Stores, Charles O'Connor Consulting Network.
If you think you are beaten, you are. If you'd like to win, but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Life's battles don't always go to the faster or stronger man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can.
Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games, and let the world know our name with Team Jamaica.
Nationwide 90 FM, your Olympic station.
Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games, and let the world know our name, go Team Jamaica. And when our flag is raised and our anthem plays, stand up and take your place. Go Team after you run your race, no matter where you place, we will still celebrate you, Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games, and let the world know our name, we're Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games, and let the world know our name, go Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch.
Good afternoon and welcome to Nationwide 90 FM's live continued coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the City of Love. My name is George Davis and I am with a crack panel, the same crack panel that has been with you since the start of the broadcast. To my far left in the blue is Trevor T.C. Campbell. He's playing on the outside on this afternoon. Beside him is Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. The man closest to me is Michael Carr. And out on, he's on the bench to start it. He's been a naughty boy. Raymond Casey Graham will come on as the first change that the coach will make. We are here on this Friday, the penultimate day of track and field action at the Paris Games. And we have a lot of finals for you today. Potentially glory to be chased by many athletes, including some of our Jamaicans. And we just hope that when the medals are being divided, are being shared up, that there be cause for Jamaica to step on the podium. Maybe even cause for the anthem to be played. We're asking and we're hoping that our prayers will be answered. It is in order for me to ask the panel to say good afternoon to you out there. And before I do that, we're coming to you from Spirits Expression. It's a lounge, it's a place for clubbing, it's a place for you to have a drink, it's a place for you to have breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's here at Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James. It's a really, really nice location. Prime location if you ask me. And there's an ocean view where you can dine and look out on the sea. And if that is not the trigger for tranquility and good memories and glad tidings, then I don't really know what will. So Spirits Expression, if you are ever in this part of the city and you need somewhere to unwind, somewhere to have a drink, somewhere to have a meal and to reflect and relax, this is a perfect place for you. And then after hours the place transforms into a beehive of activity and it is conducive to the nocturnal pleasures that will suit you and those like yourself. All right? So Trevor, may it please you to say good afternoon to the people watching and listening to us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my fellow panelists.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon to all of you here.
You couldn't wait till you're done.
False start.
False start, Michael Carr. False start. You're misbehaving and Casey's not on the panel yet.
I just got a green card, so
green card. All right, sir. All right. And there's a kind that Juliet would like, the green card. There you go. All right, so we are here for we're looking at the medal ceremony now on screen, which is the men's shot put it was. Javelin, beg your pardon, where the Pakistani bureau set an Olympic record on his way to gold. And as I told you yesterday, this victory will be celebrated far and wide in Pakistan because the man finishing second was from India, and the cross-border rivalry between both nuclear-armed states is well known, and the Pakistanis will relish for a very, very long time beating India to this javelin gold medal. I can tell you that coming up today, the 4x100 meters relay final for women, where Jamaica has a lane. The 4x100 meters relay final for men, where Jamaica does not have a lane. Coming up, we have the 10,000 meters final for men, which will be a fascinating tactical contest. We have the 400 meters hurdles final for men, where Jamaica has a lone competitor there. We have the flat 400 meters final for the women, where it is going to be a fantastic battle among a field of 8 athletes. A Barbadian is there, Shanae Williams, who is trained in Jamaica and by a Jamaican coach. And speaking of that panel, it struck me last night that we did not do enough justice to Shafiqua Maloney. And you know what? I'm going to dispense with my lucky hat for the moment because I'm getting rather hot and it's better to be comfortable than to be stylish. Here's what I'm going to say. When I checked last evening, I said, George, how could you? This is why you are on the panel, or experienced panel of Olympians and coaches. They're here for their expertise. You are here for a particular thing. You have the so-called youngest memory, so you should have realized that Shafiqua Maloney from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who ran heroically for 4th in the women's 800 meters, she, George Davis, panel, listeners, viewers, was developed in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by Mikey Olivier at Eat That Track Club. Mikey Olivier went back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. After he left Jamaica, he roamed. He went to St. Lucia. He went various places. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, invited him to establish a track club in St. Vincent to nurture the kind of talent that he nurtured to glory in Jamaica at Boys and Girls Champs, at Penn Relays. There are several Olympians who came through Mikey Olivier's hands, as you all know very well. Some of them you ran with, some of them you know from long time, some of them you went on to coach and to share experiences with. Mikey Olivier created the Eat That Track Academy, which formalized into a professional Eat That Track club. Shafiqua Maloney, whose mother is the head housekeeper on a cruise ship in the tourism industry, she sent her to that track academy, and so Mikey Olivier was responsible for the grooming and the weaning and the foundations built into this woman was done St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So proud, Juliet. I should have remembered in the moment and I should have shared it to the panel. I apologize.
Well, I'm happy you're sharing that because that is something that we did not know. I wasn't aware of that. So that is also there. A Jamaican connection. Absolutely
so. And Mikey Olivier, Michael, did so much for Jamaican track and field at St. Elizabeth Technical High School, but at several other schools, Spanish Town High, Papine High, because the government engaged him to do the kind of sports evangelism that he did so very well at St. Elizabeth Technical High School, where he was in situ for so long. And that man is as Jamaican as he is Vincentian.
Yes, and he was once at Woolmer's also.
The first place he came to
was Woolmer's.
Yep.
And the Eat That Track Club actually started in Jamaica. Yes. And he used to be based up by Huey.
Yes.
Used to be based by Huey. By the way, he's also the father of the entertainer Protege.
Yes, sir.
And the husband to
Lorna Bennett.
Lorna Bennett, the big girl. So
breakfast in bed.
Breakfast in bed, man. I'm sure he had that after Maloney competed the other day. You know.
Absolutely so.
But yes, go ahead.
Trevor, it just goes to show the Caribbean-ness of the Caribbean's excellence in track and field. An islander from here contributing to another islander's success on the big stage. Mikey Olivier, there are many people who would swear that Mikey Olivier was Jamaican, given the way he embedded himself into the culture and how long he spent here. And it's so good that something he created has produced someone that has taken St. Vincent and the Grenadines track and field to somewhere it had never been before.
Absolutely, and all hats off to Michael, because not only has we know his history in Jamaica, but he has now gone back home to redo the history that he laid here, and we can only offer our congratulations for him on a fine athlete in Maloney.
All right, so we've settled that, and again, I say, boy, it was a missed one. Yes, Michael.
His other name is also Lord Have Mercy.
Yes, a Calypsonian.
Calypsonian.
Multiple Calypso king in Barbados, in his homeland of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In fact, his nickname for sure, they call him Mercy in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He's Mike Mercy Olivier, yeah. All right, so here we go now on this day, a panel. We're looking ahead. Let's just start the preview. In no particular order, of the women's 400 meters final, because there are two Caribbean women in that field. One of them came into these games as the I don't want to use a big term, but I'm struggling to find a small term. But let me just go with a term that's in my head.
And your man full of big words.
Yeah, the putative gold medal favorite, Mary Lady Park.
Could you repeat that?
Putative, P-U-T-A-T-I-V-E, the putative gold medal winner from the Dominican Republic, Paulino. Juliet, if ever an athlete looked strong in the preliminaries, it was Paulino. And it will take a brave man or woman to bet against her winning gold in this field.
I agree with you. I think Paulina looks the strongest going into this field. NASA, of course, also looks really good. So I'm thinking that Paulina will definitely get the gold medal in this 400 meters for women. And I also believe NASA will be on the podium with her. Not sure where the bronze is going to go.
Shanae Williams, the Barbadian, is a candidate.
Right, she is a candidate. She ran a personal best, and last year we saw how well she did. Barbados was very excited. I saw this yesterday. I think Prime Minister Mia Mottley was sending a shout out telling everybody to watch her compete. She's trained here by Frano at MVP, so we're looking for good things from her as well.
TC, quarter mile running is difficult at every level. You just like every other event, no medal is put down and reserved for anyone. But if ever a woman looked destined to achieve something, it appears to be this Dominican Republic athlete, my lady Paulino, who just looks so much more powerful than her rivals in this 400 meters final.
Looked majestic in the semifinals, ran strong all the way, looked very, very strong coming down the straightaway after doing a lot of work for the first 300 meters. She's, as far as I'm concerned, a shoe-in for the top spot. Nasir, though, she has been off of the track for a while, just coming back, and she looks her normal self. It will be a ding-dong battle, but I do believe that Paulino will triumph.
And just for the record, Raymond Casey Graham spent 10 weeks coaching Nasser in Bahrain, so he has an interest in her. And you heard him send the message to Michael Carr yesterday that when his foreign athlete delivers, he doesn't want to hear any grumbling from Michael Carr, because Michael was boasting about Cockrell's silver medal in the 400 meters hurdles on Thursday. And Casey,
how he had something to do with that.
And Casey says, well, when my athlete comes through, I don't want to hear any argument from anybody. But here's the... Yes, DC.
And Mike is still complaining that Cockrell came in with the fourth fastest time.
Here's the full feed for the women's 400 meters final coming up later. Shanae Williams from Barbados will run from lane 2. In lane 3, Henriette Jagger from Norway. In lane 4, Razidat Adeliki from Ireland. Lane 5, Amber Anning from Great Britain, also a candidate for that bronze medal. Paulino will run in lane 6. Natalia Kaczmarek from Poland lines up in lane 7. The aforementioned Salwa Eid Nasser, the dangerous Bahrainian, the 2019 world champion, absolutely spread-eagled the field in Doha en route to winning that gold medal that year. She is in lane 8, and Alexis Holmes, the American, is out in lane 9. Mikey, as I ask you for your perspective on the medalists in this 400 meters final, it is a rare occurrence indeed for a global 400 meters final to only have one American in it.
Yes, but it is the trend of what's happening in this Olympic Games. The medal spread is right across. Yes, the U.S. are dominant because I think they have entered a lot more events than the average teams. But in terms of gold medalists, it is going right across. Now, Amber Anning from
Amber Anning, from Great Britain.
That is somebody we have to look at. Mm-hmm. Also, Kaczmarek.
Kaczmarek from Poland, lane 7.
Poland, yeah, that's another one you have to look out for. But Paulino, Nazar, Anning, Kaczmarek, that is where the
three will come. And that's what put you into problems with Casey Graham yesterday, because the man was saying, how can you have 4 people going for 3 medals?
Paulino.
Yes. Paulino, Nasser, and Kaczmarek.
Right, Kaczmarek and Anning.
But the 4 that's still buying.
Listen.
Yes.
Paulino, Nazar, first and second.
Yes.
Anning and Kaczmarek will battle for the bronze medal.
Should I accept that, panel?
Yeah.
Still working with 4.
It's still 4.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me take the time
signal.
signal.
Battle 4.
Let me take the time signal and come right back. This is Nationwide 90 FM coming to you from Spirits Expressions out here in Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James. It is the place you must be if you are in this part of the country, not just in Mobile. If you're anywhere near here, come on down here and tell them George sent you. You'll get a 10% discount.
Success powered by learning. The Time, brought to you by Sandals Corporate University. Come grow with us is
12:25 p.m.
Paris Connection with Wayne Walker is brought to you by the Sagicor Group. Out of many, one pulse.
Khali Spencer, congratulations. You've finally been given what you truly deserve. It's been years in coming. Yes, it's not the same because it's not in the stadium. The adrenaline is not there like when you came across the line. But finally, you've got it.
Thank you so very much. 12 years coming. I'm just super grateful right now. It has been a long journey. The ladies in the race, Lashinda Demos and Hainover, we fought to get where we are today. So we're just super grateful and happy that it actually happened.
Who's that cute little boy you're holding on to?
This is my son. I'm so happy that he was able to experience this as well. He's crying because he wanted to be with mommy, but I think he's okay now. Can you please say hi?
Yeah.
You're going to get your medal, Emmy. Okay?
Yes.
Paris Connection with Wayne Walker was brought to you by the Sagicor Group. Out of many, one pulse.
All right, welcome back to Spirit Expression here at Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James, the place to be if you are in need of a strong drink, if you need a cup of tea, if you need a good cup of coffee. They do make a good brew here along with breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then as I said at the top, the place transforms after dark and it gives you the real nightclub experience. I want to turn my attention now quickly to the triple jump, but I'm going to go, well, you know what, let's leave that because the women are out on the track for the 4x100 meters final. So let me find that start list for you to give you the lane assignments for the 4x100 meters relay for women. The Jamaican team is in there. The world record owned by the USA. The Olympic record also owned by the USA. So lane 2 has the Netherlands. Lane 3, Canada. Lane 4, Jamaica. Lane 5 has the United States. Lane 6 has France. Lane 7, Germany. Lane 8, Great Britain. And lane 9 has Switzerland. The Jamaican team, we don't expect it to be changed from the team that ran in the preliminaries and qualified for the final. Juliet, should we expect, can we pinch a medal here?
I'm hoping that we can. I think once you're in the finals, Jamaicans, we're always competitive. This is a fairly young team, but I think that we can pinch a medal in this final. I think they're all pumped up, they're all psyched up, and nothing's impossible. Once we get a baton change right, which I think we can, I'm sure that we will be in medal contention.
TC, did you see medal potential in that Jamaican quartet from the heats?
Not really. Juliet said it well. They're a young team, and we shouldn't put too much pressure on them. But as far as medals is concerned, it will be difficult because I see the United States, Britain, and Canada. Those teams look solid to me. Our girls are going to have to really run outside of the skins to get on the podium.
Same question for you, Mikey.
Yes, I tend to agree with TC and Juliet also. It's going to be a challenge for us to get a medal from this event. What we will have to just try and do is finish as high as possible with good baton changing, but it's going to be a real challenge to get on the podium.
Well, I was looking very keenly, and I've been told, it confirmed my suspicions, Tia Clayton is not on the final because I saw Sasha Lee Forbes, I saw Kemba Nelson, I did see Alana Reid, but I didn't see Tia Clayton. So there's a new addition to the 4x100 meters final, and this. Well, she's there? Somebody's saying she's there? All right. I've been told that she's there now. So I didn't see her when she was coming. I was trying to see the nameplate. I didn't see the nameplate. But if she's there, I feel I feel much better about what we are capable of doing in this one.
There's no reason why they should change that team. And I don't think anybody else is available.
I was going to say there's nobody else available, so I was hoping that she was there.
Yeah, and I'm confirming now. The Olympic site has it. It wasn't showing it when I was clicking. Alana Reid starts, Kemba Nelson on the backstretch, Sasha Lee Forbes third leg, and Tia Clayton on the anchor, as they were in that opening round. All right, the big bad USA are the nailed-on gold medal favorites. Britain have a superbly fast team. The Canadians are flying. The Netherlands are flying. The Germans are fast, and we're hoping that the Jamaicans can get the stick around. Let's go across to the commentary and then return after the event. So the USA, as expected, the gold medal favorites in the 4x100 meters, taking care of business at a season's best 41.78 seconds. Great Britain, second in 41.85. Germany, the bronze medal with a season's best 41.97. France, fourth, 42.23. And the Jamaicans, good enough for fifth in a season's best 42.29. Then Switzerland, Canada, and the Netherlands to round out the field. We can't say we are disappointed because, Juliet, let's face it, we didn't send our strongest quartet forward.
Yeah, definitely. 42-29, we did a season's best. So we bettered the other season's best in the first round. And so we can't be too disappointed. Again, as I said, it's a young team. And so, you know, we were never going to win this one or in medal contention, really. But I thought Germany, we know even if Germany don't have anybody in the 100-meter finals,
yes,
Germany is very good when it comes to baton exchange. And so that makes a big difference from time to time when you look at a relay. United States was always going to be difficult to beat. And they ran a season's best of 41.78. Great Britain, they have credibly, at least 3 good athletes there.
Yes.
And so it's not a surprise at all that they got the silver and also Germany the bronze. USA was really going to be the star today.
Can't be upset about the outcome, Mikey, because we just didn't have the wheels to get a medal in this event.
Definitely. And I'm happy that we finished at least fifth and not really at the back of the pack. These are 4 very young athletes. If my memory serves me right, it might be the first Olympic
For
Games.
all of them.
For all of them.
Yeah.
So to get into the final, you know, it's a big achievement. We just don't have the power to go up against the British team and the US team. So we have to be satisfied for what we are and where we are. But well done to the girls. Well done.
DC?
Just to piggyback on Mikey's point, I think there are 2 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 24-year-old.
Exactly.
That's a very, very young team coming to the games, these games for the first time. I think they did credibly well.
Yep, just looking at the splits for the US team, Melissa Jefferson opened 11.46, then Tonisha Terry did 9.98, Gabby Thomas 10.25, and Shakira Richards needed a 10.09 on the last leg to run down Great Britain. Great Britain's anchor leg runner gave them a 10.33, Daryl Nita. Amy Hunt handed to her a 10.37, Lancico on the backstretch, 10.13, and Dina Asher Smith opened. Now, when you compare these teams to what we sent out and the relative inexperience, the quality of our 4 young women is not in doubt, but these Olympic Games have come too early for them, the cycle. And if injury permits, they will be back. And the next time we're talking about these athletes at the Olympic Games, I'm certain that the story will be much different, Michael Carr.
And George, the British team had a fumble on the last exchange.
Yes, which is what gave away the advantage.
Exactly. Had they made that baton change clean,
they would have won.
They could have won.
They relinquished the lead on the last exchange. All right, so that's history. The USA celebrating their gold medal in the women's 4x100 meters relay. All right, the men's 4x1 is coming up now, and this is almost as painful as the 200 meters because for men and women, you're doing an event that is bread and butter Jamaica. And no Jamaican to cheer for, but it is what it is. The lane assignments: lane 2 in the men's 4x1, Italy; lane 3, Japan; lane 4, Great Britain; lane 5, the United States; lane 6, France; lane 7, South Africa; lane 8, the People's Republic of China; and lane 9 has Canada. Now, I heard Ludlow Watts from the J3As giving an interview this morning on Nationwide this morning, and he was asked about the lack of preparation of the men's 4x1 team in the prelims, skillfully avoided the question of whether or not there was a lack of preparation around the team. But he answered to say that, with Oblique Seville missing and some other people missing, we did not have enough speed in the race. We all know that is not the issue. That is never an issue. We know that if you pick 4 Jamaican 4 Jamaicans at random, they're faster than 4 Japanese, 4 Chinese at random. If you pick 4 Jamaican athletes at the top level at random, they are faster than 4 Japanese athletes at the top level picked at random. The 4 men we sent yesterday, it was never an issue of speed among them. It was only an issue of the efficiency of the baton change. That's why we are not in this Olympic final today, because the stick fumbled worse than, as Michael Carr said, worse than a primary or prep school team would pass the stick. If I had a church 4x1 and they passed the baton the way the Jamaican men did in that heat, I would punish, I would not give food or water to any of them for a while. I'd be accused of child abuse. I'm just saying.
And banished from the church.
And banished from the church for a while. Let them go home and think about their future. The fact is that it was dismal. So that's why we're not here. And that is something, Trevor, that can be helped. The lack of speed is something that the Japanese contend with. Look at what... Is Italy known for having the fastest sprinters in the world? Did they not come into these Olympic Games as the Olympic champions in the 4x100 meters? Why? Because at the heart of their 4x100 meters prowess is the science of the baton change, which they've studied, they've invested in, which they've gotten right. We keep getting it wrong because we tell ourselves that we have to have the fastest people to win our 4x1. How many more examples do we need, Trevor, to prove that that is not true?
We don't need any more. The fact is, the first change was bad, the second change was bad, but even with all of that, if the final change was anywhere decent, we would have been in the money.
If we only got one of those changes good, we would have been there. Just one out of the 3.
So it comes back to technical reasons why we are not where we should be.
And the last time we were not in the 4x1 relay finals was as far back as 2004. So we're talking about 20 years now since we are not in the final of the 4x1 at the Olympic Games.
And Juliet, I don't want anybody to tell me that we've been spoiled. Jamaica at the Olympic Games has to be in the 4x100 meters final. I don't care what anybody wants to say.
Definitely, I definitely believe that. And again, it's about efficiency. And we are known in Jamaica for boys and girls champ, for primary school champ, for prep schools champ, where we're always practicing relay passes. So I'm not sure how we got it so wrong.
It's as if those men had never held a baton before. But again, it is the organizers have to take some of the blame. And I heard Ludlow Watt say something which approaches the truth, that a part of the reality that the organizers have to deal with when they're trying to organize relay practice is that some of the coaches don't release the athletes for this kind of thing. But you heard the coach who many people would look at and say, well, you are the one not releasing your athlete. He said, well, if you incentivize the relay business, the athletes would make themselves available. I don't think it's an unreasonable thing to offer up a stipend for relay practice, especially Juliet, because some people would have to travel away from their base to meet you on a neutral ground, as you suggested yesterday. If you meet in Florida, you meet in New York at one of these games, people will have to travel. So if you say, well, you know what, I'll buy you a ticket to come here for a 1-week relay camp, and then we'll culminate at the end of the week with you running a part of the 4x1 at this meet, that meet. I think that needs to be organized because we can't afford to be left behind by the world in 4x100 meters relays at major championships.
If you're talking about something like that where you're gathering them before the Olympic Games, then yes. But I don't think that you need to give anybody a stipend to come from one camp to another.
Not at the Olympics.
Not at the Olympic Games. Yeah. But before, yes, definitely. You can't ask athletes to, even though they may have big contracts, to leave from one place to another to take part in a relay.
Absolutely.
But George, we couldn't get it done when everybody was at the games. It's going to be a big task to pull people from all over because they're not willing.
Yep.
But we could have started our preparation from as far back as the pen relays. We could start getting the core of the team together from the pen relays. Some of the Diamond League meets do have relays also.
The Diamond
Leagues get a pen relay team.
The Diamond Leagues meets do have relays.
Yes.
Nobody accepted the invitation to go.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's what. No, the women's shot put final is on is underway now, and even though we don't have competitor in it. It is fair to tell you the competitors who they are, especially because this is the cause of the controversy around the Jamaican team contingent. I'll read those names for you in short order, but for now, the men's 4x1 is also on track and is deserving of discussion again. So, yeah, we've griped about the fact that Jamaica is absent, but there are 8 teams here, and we have to pick gold, silver, and bronze medalists. Mr. Austin, you're speaking too loud. You're competing with me, sir. You're competing with me. I can hardly hear myself because you're talking too loudly. Thank you very much, sir. All right, so lane 2, Italy. Lane 3, Japan. Lane 4, Great Britain. Lane 5, the USA. Lane 6, France. Lane 7, South Africa. Lane 8, the People's Republic of China. And lane 9, Canada. Before I throw it to the panel for their perspectives, I'm looking at the 4 Americans. I'm looking at the 4 Americans in lane 2. Well, on the first leg for the Americans, Christian Coleman. Second leg, they brought in Kenny Benerick. Third leg, they have Kyrie King. And in the anchor leg, they have Fred Curley. I'm told that the radio feed is ready for us. So no time to get the medal predictions. All right, let's just go across to the commentators for this 4x1 final. Absolutely, wow. This victory by the Canadians will be toasted far and wide. There are so many track and field fans in Jamaica who absolutely, well, I don't want to use too strong a term, but they're not fans of the US sprinters any at all. And they're very happy that Canada has won the 4x100 meters final. The team of Aaron Brown to start, then Jerome Blake, then Brendan Rodney, and Andre DeGrasse, the 200 meters champion from the Tokyo Olympics, lost his crown this year, but he produces a last leg split of 8.89 seconds, Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, to fly home for Canada. Canada are the gold medalists in the sprint relays at these Paris Olympics.
And congratulations to Canada. It was always going to be Canada, South Africa, and I also counted Great Britain in, and of course the USA. But again, we've been talking about, George, efficiency in the relay, the baton exchange, and that is what caused the USA to not be in medal contention today. Canada, kudos to them.
TC, South Africa grabbed silver with an area record 37.57 for South Africa. Area record 37.57. All Olympics long, we've been saying that South Africa have an embarrassment of riches. We're picking men and women for the sprint relays are concerned, and the men have done themselves proud by winning the silver medal today.
Efficiency is the key to the relays. If you can get the baton around the track without ever slowing it down, you have a great chance of winning. Canada proved it here. USA, not for the first time, just cannot get the baton around the track. Canada did 37.85, not the fastest of time, but the great efficiency that they exhibited.
They actually ran 37.50. Canada won in a season by 37.5. South Africa were second, 37.57. That's an area record. And Great Britain were third in 37.61. The TC never wanted to take on the South Africa question, but we've been talking that South Africa have very, very fast men. And then with practice in the relay to ensure that the baton change is efficient, South Africa's silver medal is to be applauded, Michael Carr.
Definitely. And probably our athletes, when I say our athletes, Jamaican Nazis might look at this and say, well, we don't need a relay camp because the USA had a relay camp and this is what happened at the games. Now, you know, it's about execution and again, that word efficiency. But South Africa, looking good. Myself and TC, we had the privilege of watching the South Africa youth program for a couple of years now.
Yes.
And we were saying at that time, probably 4 years ago, that South Africa is poised to do well later on. And so said, so done. This is the result of that. But congratulations to Canada, to Great Britain, and South Africa.
And I'm happy that DeGrasse was able to come and get his gold medal.
Yeah, I told you that DeGrasse's final leg split was 8.89. Zarnell Hughes for Great Britain was 8.78. And I'm sure Simbini was the man who brought South Africa home in 8.78 as well. So some fantastic running. And the USA just keep finding new ways to fumble the baton among the men 4x1 sprinters, Juliet Cuthbert. I don't know what is afflicting the US in 4x1 sprinting, but the men invent new ways of undermining their own ability.
They're too fast.
and what we saw was the second leg runner not going out. So the incoming runner, which was what? Coleman, ran right up. Actually, at one stage, past him.
I tell you what.
Even the Benarek.
To make matters worse. Hold on. To make matters worse, they've been disqualified.
Oh.
The USA have been disqualified because they went out of the box.
They went out of the box.
So the USA disqualified from the 4x1 in the Olympic final. Something we're used to seeing. The men often mess this up. But the full placings. Gold for Canada, season's best 37.50. Silver for South Africa, 37.57. It's an area record. Bronze for Great Britain, 37.61. Very happy for Zarnell Hughes to get an Olympic medal. Very happy for Louis Hinchcliffe, who's been doing a lot of work in 2024. That man has run more races than anybody else sprinting in Paris. Italy were fourth, the defending champions. A season's best 37.68. Very good run from them. Japan fifth in a season's best 37.78. France, they were sixth in a season's best 37.81. And the USA were disqualified from the event, and China they finished in a 38.06, also a season's best time as well. I'm trying to find I did tell you the anchor split for South Africa and Simbini, and the anchor leg split for Great Britain from Zarnell Hughes. So the story of the 4x1 is done. see the Americans there protesting to the officials. I don't know what they're complaining about, because you called it, Juliet. That
Protesting?
So look, this is the first change. This is the first. Look at that. The Benarek change.
That was an awful exchange.
Look at this. Benarek still hasn't gotten it.
He still hasn't gotten the ball. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's nothing to protest.
They would have been disqualified a long time ago because they ran in the wrong lane.
There's nothing to protest.
Something on the crime.
So it's almost as if it's which infringement to punish, because there were so many.
Correct.
So Benarek slapping the metal on the rail in frustration as he walks away. The Americans fluffing their lines badly, and they were given token hugs by the gold medal winning women, who, as they finished the event, I saw Shakira Richardson hugging some of the men, telling them it's okay. It's easy for her to say that she's a gold medalist, and the men flopped badly, and there'll be a big inquest inside Team USA to ask how could 4 adult men not pass the baton properly in a 4x1, especially after they've spent so much time and effort to put them in a relay camp to do just that. Yeah? That doesn't mean that you Jamaicans should not practice.
Should not practice and have a relay camp.
All right. I think we should take a break here.
If you
hold it, Mike. Hold it out. Let's take a break here on Paris this afternoon here on Nationwide 90 FM. Coming to you from Spirits Expression at the Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James. And for the patrons inside, I'm going to ask you to follow at Spirits Expression. That's at SPIRITZ. EXPRESSION at Spirits Expression. The only adjustment you have to make to your spelling is that spirits is with a Z at the end rather than an S. So it's at Spirits Expression on social media platforms, and you'll get a chance to win prizes, is all I'll say. There are 2 ladies here celebrating birthdays. They are very good friends. They are Judy Ann and Stacey Ann. Yes? Stacey Ann. Wave to me, Stacey Ann. Hi, Stacey. I love your hair. Yeah, hi Judy, hi. Yeah, so Judy and Stacey are out here celebrating their birthday, and I just want to say happy birthday to both of them. Belated birthday, yeah, but it's still great birthday greetings nonetheless. So Judy's birthday was yesterday. Yes, so Judy said is belated happy birthday to Judy and happy birthday to Stacey. Stacey, you're 18 today? She'll look on her phone. Your 25th anniversary of your 21st birthday. I love that so very much. I love that for you. All right, let's take the break and come back with more here from Spirits Expression Lounge and Restaurant in Montego Bay, St. James.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real one. My island, we a world champion with my KFC. I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Celebrate our athletes with the winning spirit. Ray Rum. The time by Ray and Nephew White Overproof Rum is...
It's 12:58.
By paying it forward, you're making sure the next generation achieves their academic goals. Repay your student's loan today. The temperature brought to you by the Students' Loan Bureau is...
It's 31 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 33 degrees Celsius in Kingston.
Rainforest, plenty ways. Make it nice. Plenty ways. Rainforest, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. More delicious moments every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Rainforest make it nice. Rainforest, I go make it nice. Nice. Rainforest, I go make it nice. Multi-link, access every time, everywhere I go. Multi-link, 24/7 access for me. It's just a win-win when we use multi-link. This card is Jamaican built, yeah. Fast and secure, you can use anywhere. Spend while supporting the economy.
Look for the Multilink logo on your card and benefit from Jamaica's largest debit payment network.
Multi-link, 24/7 access for me.
What would I do without my Multilink? So you think all toilet paper is the same?
Yeah, basically, tissue is tissue.
You obviously never experienced the domino effect then.
No, what that?
Feel this.
Wow, that is soft.
Not just soft. Domino toilet paper is also super strong and ultra absorbent. Basically, you're getting comfort where you need it most.
So yeah, you want to give me this one, right?
Domino toilet paper. Experience the domino effect and get softness all around you. Available at retail stores near you.
Together we're our people standing strong. 3 million Jamaicans, let's work as one. Such a course and work with a plan. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. Every Jamaican have the heart of a champion. Such a core, big up with champions. Watch my style, watch my skill, watch my flow. Standing out anywhere where we go. Many goals, many dreams, many strides. All the black, green and gold, and we pride. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. We are strong when we are one, Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success.
Nationwide 90 FM now presents live coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Our coverage is brought to you by
Or diamond sponsors.
KFC, Pizza Hut, Fosrich.
Or gold sponsors.
Sagicor Group, J. Ray and Nephew.
Or silver sponsors.
Supreme Ventures Limited, Digicel, Gatorade.
Or bronze sponsors.
National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, Spirits Expressions Sports Lounge, Imperial Optical Jamaica, Rainforest Caribbean, National Commercial Bank, Sunshine Snacks, First Rock Group, Grace Foods, Jamaica Customs Agency,
and or other sponsors.
Multilink, Kiss Baking Company, Hose Assembly and Supplies, Students Loan Bureau, Massey Distribution Limited, Starbucks, Tourism Enhancement Fund, Evergrow, Real Estate Board, Horton's Pharmacy, Petrojam Limited, Wellington Dental, Fontana Pharmacy, Juicy Patties, Maxi Department Store, Road Safety Unit, JTA Cooperative Credit Union, ISP Finance Services, Postage Logistics Group, Royalton Resorts, Hilo Food Stores, Charles O'Connor Consulting Network. Welcome back to Spirits Expression here at the Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James. They say this place, this plaza, at nights is something worth going miles to see. So you know the Montegonians, everything in Montego Bay better than everywhere else. Listen, if you think town people show off about town, Montegonians worse a show off about Montego Bay. Them think Montego Bay coming like the best city in the Caribbean. And because I'm here, I'll be very, very measured in my words because even for them. But I'm just saying that they say that this place at night is a spectacle. It's what the Montegonians said to me. I asked some Kingstonians and they said, George, it's true. Anything them tell about the place, Harbour City Mall, it is true because the spectacle is fantastic. So I won't be here until night, but I have an agent who will be here and then they will be reporting to me to confirm what has been said about Harbour City Mall. Spirits Expression is on the second level. You can either take the steps at the far end or at the near end. You come up, there's parking at the top. I went to the parking garage at the top. Very, very modern. And you know what they say about this Harbour City Mall? They said that a bank owned the property and was looking to develop on the property, and the bank said its engineers locally said, well, you couldn't put a structure right here. And they sold it, and the new owners brought some engineers from a certain place. I don't want, they brought in, you can imagine the place that they brought them from, and the engineer said, yeah, man, I can build building, I build building, and they built building right here, so here we go.
I wonder who that accent is from.
I wonder who that accent is
George,
from.
be careful, you're far away from home.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but Spirits Expression is on the second level. It's a restaurant, it's a bar, it's a lounge, it's a place for you to, if you meet a nice girl and you want somewhere quiet to speak to her in, you can bring her to Spirits Expression. You can get one of the tables looking out on the ocean, and you can dip into your bag of lyrics, tell her the truth, and you can be fine. The 400 meters final for women is on track. Let's go across to our commentator.
Nasser is fighting her off, but the Dominican Republic star girl is in front by 3 to 4 meters. Oh, she looks unbeatable at this point. Look at her stretch the field out. Shadi Williams is on the inside in about 5th at the moment, but Paulino is big and in charge. Nasser is going to be second. Kaczmarek gets third. 48.15, a new Olympic record. This athlete is impressive.
That was a dominant.
Nasser from Bahrain was second in 48.53, a season's best time, and third went to the Pole, Natalia Kaczmarek, with 48.98. The previous Olympic record was 48.25, set in 1996, July 28, by Marie-José Perec in Atlanta, and that record is now no more because Paulino produces 48.17 to bring gold for the Dom rep, Juliet Cuthbert. Flynn.
To really do that in Paulina, we always knew that she was going to be superb. She was going to be the winner. And Marie-José Perec, remember, this is her town. This is her place in France. And to break her Olympic record in such a fashion, 48.17, a fantastic time for Paulina. She's been looking good for the last few years. Nasser, really, you know, a good comeback for her.
Yes.
The fact that she was missing in action for a couple of years and be able to come back and run 48.53 in a season's best. A wonderful run for her to get that silver medal. And Kaczmarek, of course, 48.98. Very good run. I'm loving these times, actually, for this gold, silver, and bronze to go under 49 seconds.
Casey, your athlete, silver medal.
Yeah, no surprise here. These are the three athletes who were favored to get the medals. Paulino and Nasser, they are training partners. The Bahrain team spent 4 weeks in Dam Rep. They train with the Dam Rep team. It's the same coach that coaches Paulino, also coach Nasser. And I'm happy for Nasser because last year she was coming back and she had some injury problem. Now she has gone 48-18 already. She has won at the World Championship. She's a class athlete. You could see her every time she took the track this season, she improved her time. And I'm happy for Bahrain, and I'm happy for Nasser, because I know where she's coming from. A very good race, Paulino. This is her 4th global medal. She's the world champion. She came second in Tokyo. She came second in Eugene. She's a class act. She has not competed regularly, because she doesn't have to go on the arm. What happened? Her federation, they support her 100%. So she's happy. And she's a class act. Once she competes, every time she runs, she goes faster and faster. So no surprise here with this big victory.
Apart from Sidney McLaughlin, Leveroni, TC, there perhaps was no more certain winner of any race, barring any race mishap, than My Lady Paulino from Dominican Republic.
To use the parlance of another sport, she was a farmhouse. Most definitely, and she came good. So, you know, you just have to raise your hand to her. But El Nasser, she, after being absent for a while, surely came back and showed her class, because she is a class athlete. And it couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah, so 48.17 again, the winning time. Nasser's 48.53, good for silver, and Kazmarek from Poland 48.98. I think we need to take a quick break here on Nationwide's coverage of Paris this afternoon and come right back.
Spirits Expression presents Corporate Fridays and Neon Saturdays. This and every Friday and Saturday. Happy hour and a half. Come out in your white or neon this Saturday and meet special guest celebrity starting at 5:30 p.m. Spirits Expression Sports Lounge, shop number 44 to 45 Harbor City Mall in Montego Bay. First half hour, free cocktail, then 50% off all hors d'oeuvres and selected cocktails. Corporate Fridays and Neon Saturdays this Friday and Saturday.
Rainforest, plenty ways. Make it nice. Plenty ways. Rainforest, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. More delicious moments every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Rainforest make it nice. Rainforest, I go make it nice. Nice. Rainforest, I go make it nice.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real one. My island, we a world champion. With my KFC, I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Bzzz, it's your favorite locked goddess, the Stinger Honeybee, with a special announcement. Come out to Spirits Expression Sports Lounge for E-Zone's special post-Olympic coverage on August 9 from 3 to 5 p.m. We're handing the mic to you, the passionate fans and customers, to deliver your own commentary on Jamaica's performances at the Paris 2024 Olympics. This is the chance to step into the shoes of a sports commentator, sharing your excitement, insights, and patriotism live on air. Let's talk Olympics. Kick back and wanna vibes at Spirits Expression Sports Lounge, shop 44 to 45 Harbor City Mall, Montego Bay. It's all going down on Friday, August 9 from 3 to 5 p.m. only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Spirits Expression Sports Lounge. Life is beyond beautiful.
Rainforest, plenty ways. Make it nice. Plenty ways. Rainforest, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. More delicious moments every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Rainforest make it nice. Rainforest, I go make it nice. Nice. Rainforest, I go make it nice.
Music users, a license from JCAP is a must for the use of music for entertainment purposes. Respect the music, respect the creators, play by the rules. The time by Jamaica Association of Composers, Authors and Publishers Limited is
1:15.
Friend, it's the best decision we've ever made to further our education. We finally have our dream jobs. The Students Loan Bureau did this for us, you know.
Yes, girl, it was a lot of work, but we made it.
All I have to start thinking about right now is to repay my student loan, and with SLB's low interest rate, I won't feel burdened at all. Let's make sure others can achieve their dreams too.
Visit our website at slbja.com for more details and follow all our social media platforms to be in the loop.
Jamaica! Meet your new bread obsession, Excelsior Butter Bread. Soft, fresh, and bursting with flavor. Ideal for a quick snack, pairing with your favorite cheese, or making the best egg sandwich ever. And guess what? It's just $100. It's the best choice for a tasty, affordable meal. Perfect for anyone on the go and those looking for a filling lunch. Excelsior Butter Bread, making delicious affordable. Find it in stores island-wide today.
Sip into the brightness of summer with Starbucks. Relax and enjoy a variety of Starbucks refreshers or indulge in a Frappuccino. We have something new for you every season. Try our new lavender white mocha Frappuccino at your nearest store. We are located in Kingston, Portmore, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay. For more information, visit our Instagram at Starbucks Jamaica.
Looking for your dream property? Look no further than Century 21 Heath Ho Properties. Whether you're seeking a beachfront escape, a cozy family home, or a lucrative investment property, our expert agents are here to help you every step of the way. With Century 21, you get the experience and dedication of a global brand right here in the heart of paradise. Visit us at century21jm.com or call 876-969-2100 today. Century 21 Heath Ho Properties. Everything real estate.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion with my KFC. I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Spirits Expression presents Corporate Fridays and Neon Saturdays. This and every Friday and Saturday. Happy hour and a half. Come out in your white or neon this Saturday and meet special guest celebrity starting at 5:30 p.m. Spirits Expression Sports Lounge, shop number 44 to 45 Harbor City Mall in Montego Bay. First half hour, free cocktail, then 50% off all hors d'oeuvres and selected cocktails. Corporate Fridays and Neon Saturdays this Friday and Saturday.
Nationwide 90 FM now presents live coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Our coverage is brought to you by
Our diamond sponsors,
KFC, Pizza Hut, Fosrich.
Or gold sponsors,
Sagicor Group, J. Ray and Nephew.
Or silver sponsors,
Supreme Ventures Limited, Digicel, Gatorade.
Or bronze sponsors,
National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, Spirits Expressions Sports Lounge, Imperial Optical Jamaica, Rainforest Caribbean, National Commercial Bank, Sunshine Snacks, First Rock Group, Grace Foods, Jamaica Customs Agency,
and or other sponsors,
Multilink, Kiss Baking Company, Hose Assembly and Supplies, Students Loan Bureau, Massey Distribution Limited, Starbucks, Tourism Enhancement Fund, Evergrow, Real Estate Board, Horton's Pharmacy, Petrojam Limited, Wellington Dental, Fontana Pharmacy, Juicy Patties, Maxi Department Store, Road Safety Unit, JTA Cooperative Credit Union, ISP Finance Services, Postage Logistics Group, Royalton Resorts, High-Low Food Stores, Charles O'Connor Consulting Network. All right, welcome back to Spirits Expression here in Montego Bay, St. James. The triple jump action is heating up. Most of the competitors have completed their first attempt, and this final has 12 men in the field. Almir Dos Santos from Brazil, his best jump, well, his lone jump already, 16.41 meters. Hugues Fabrice Jango from Burma has 17.43 as his best mark. Then, beg your pardon, from Burundi has 17.43 as his best mark. Pedro Pichardo from Portugal, the gold medal favorite coming into these games, 17.79 on his first jump. Then Lazaro Martinez from Cuba, 17 meters flat. Jaden Hibbert, the Jamaican, 17.31 to open, not bad. Conor Murphy from Australia, 15.99. And the man from Algeria, Yasser Mohamed Tricky, he fouled on his first attempt. So as things stand, Hibbert has the third best jump of the seven athletes to have landed in the area just thus far. Jaden Hibbert, the Jamaican, who many people are banking on to give the country a medal in this triple jump final. You wanted to say something, Casey, about the men's 4x1. You weren't on the panel at the time. Michael Carr was sitting in your seat, but you have a view you want to share.
Yeah, if I was a technical director of the USA team. I would fire the coaching staff for the 4x1. Okay, Noel Lyles is missing.
Yes, sir.
He normally runs the anchor leg.
Yes.
In the prelim, you had Fred Curley on the second leg. And they did well.
Yes.
What I would have done, let he stay there and then put the man that come in for for Lyles, Bednarek.
Bednarek, yes.
Put him on the anchor leg. You don't make so many changes at this stage. So I think it was a rookie change, and it cost them the 4x1.
And I think they put Benarek because Benarek is a better 200-meter runner, so they made him run the longer leg. The longest leg. And I think that is why.
Also a 200 runner too.
Right, but I think
2-4.
maybe that is the reasoning behind it, and they ended cost them.
That's not good
Reason probably, but not agreeable
Not a
with that
good-
reason.
Yeah.
You don't mess up your team.
Like that.
You're bringing in a person who was running the final leg, bring in another anchor man. You don't switch up the team
Let
to
Curly
accommodate
stay
the
on the
person you're
second
bringing
leg.
in.
Well, again, this is limited experience versus having done it and great experience. In my limited experience, you mess up the baton change like they did on that handover to Benarek when you don't count the steps to the receiving athlete accurately.
Yep. That is what happened.
So the point I'm aiming at,
Or take off when the person hit the mark.
and then when the two problems combine, when you fail to run off when you should have run, and when the steps are calculated wrong, then you're going to have a hatter claps.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, does it matter who is receiving or who is handing off if you get the steps right and if you run off at the right time?
Yeah, it does matter.
Yeah,
You
that's
have
why I put
okay.
it. Tell me.
Okay, because it seems as if you look at it, they have not done much. You realize he was running all along, right? If you have a quartet, you have 3 persons in the prelim, and your changes. I saw the changes in the prelim. Excellent.
He
Right?
ran upon him, Casey.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the point. That's
Casey,
the point I'm making.
it had
You know
nothing
why
to do with
I'm-
him. He ran upon him because
Yeah.
they didn't do the mark right.
No, but I'm saying that they should not have changed the team.
Right, and,
Because
we agree with that.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. I wouldn't have changed the team.
So again,
Second leg.
the three most common problems, the markers. You don't count the steps right, Juliet. So you get the marker wrong. You don't run off when you're supposed to. And then, I've seen this happen, you reach with the wrong hand. Because depending on the side that the giver, the handover is coming on, they say, okay, I'm going to put it in your left hand. And if you reach with the wrong hand, then you have to switch and reach with the other side. So those are the 3 commonest problems. So if you run up on somebody, it's usually because you got the marker wrong. So I don't know. Casey maintains that they shouldn't have tinkered with the order. Maybe they should have.
been doing relays
to
for
me,
years.
sorry, but these are grown men.
It doesn't matter, Juliet.
And they
You
should know.
too. Different when you are grown men or grown women. The Sado USA 4x1. There was a terrible change between Gabby and Shakari. Shakari actually turn. It doesn't matter if you are a grown man or you are a young man. It doesn't matter. Different atmosphere when it comes to this stage. Everything the adrenaline get going.
And the pressure.
And the pressure.
Yeah.
So
Play
a
it
different
safe
thing.
and just go with the top 3 that you were before.
Yeah.
And put in the
I
anchor
put in the
person.
last man because he has to think about 2 things. I have to take it and give it. When he comes in as a reserve, you just do one thing. Just take it and go.
All right. So he's saying the heart of his contention is that Benarek should have been the anchor man, not the backstretch man. All right. Well, the USA have messed it up royally.
As
And
usual.
If Casey Graham had his way, he says he would sack those responsible for organizing the men in the 4x100 meters. All right, they ended up being disqualified from the event. But we can't stop talking about Pauli. I didn't even give you the full order of finish in the women's 400. I'm going to steal a little time and do that. The full order of finish, so Paulina from Domrep gold, Nasser silver from Bahrain, Kashmarek from Poland bronze in third, Adeliki from Ireland in fourth, Amber Anning from Great Britain, she finished 5th. Alexis Holmes, the American, she finished 6th. Shade Williams ran sub 50, but that 49.83 was good enough only for 7th. That's how high quality this 400 meters final was. No disgrace there. And coming home in 8th place was the Norwegian. I bet you can't tell me the time. 49.96. All 8
under
women
50.
went sub 50.
Yeah.
That is good, Amjad. And you see, we Jamaicans, and we only have 1 Jamaican coming to the championship running sub 50. So it will always be a challenge for our athletes. It was a pity that our athlete was not fit. It would have been nice to see if she was in that race. I figure she could have gone 48 low also.
Yeah. Well, not here to fight for her spot on the podium. The men's 400 meters hurdles final, folks, is also coming up, and we can take an early shot at looking at the likely permutations. Casey has drawn for his hardcover book. Yeah, very old school. TC is caught between two realms. He's caught between the paper-based old school, and he has his laptop as well, so he's transitioning. Or maybe he won't transition.
He's using both.
He's using both. And Juliet is making
his notes.
Juliet is making do with her smartphone, which is very smart. All right, so the 400 meters final for men. Lane 2, Abdurrahman Samba from Qatar. Lane 3, Alison Dos Santos from Brazil. Lane 4, the man from Estonia, Rasmus Maggi. Lane 5, Clement Ducot from France. Lane 6, Kyron McMaster from the British Virgin Islands. Lane 7, Karsten Warholm from Norway. Lane 8, Rai Benjamin from the United States, a man who has the Jamaican Twitter after him, which is not a good thing for you to do. And then lane 9 has Rashawn Clark, the Jamaican here. Obviously, we have to start with Rashawn Clark, Casey. So begin your analysis of this race with a look at the Jamaicans' chances.
Okay, let me look at Rashawn. He's coming, last year, he came fourth. He was 19 last year. And to make your first senior team and come fourth, that was indeed a great achievement. He has improved. He has been consistent in the 47. What I don't like is a draw, lane 9. All the top athletes will be looking at him. And when you look on we have 3 of the medalists from Tokyo. They are back. I think Rashawn is young and he's a fighter. I think he will give us his best. I see him coming in the top 4. But a medal, it's going to be difficult. I think when you look we have the world record holder, we have the world leader, and Santos, he has not looked good so far. But the good thing for Santos now, he's in lane 3, so he'll be seeing his main rival. So I think Rashawn is carrying the Jamaica flag, and I think he will do himself justice. And I expect him to be, although I don't like the lane 9, he will have to run blind, but I think he will give himself and the country justice. I think he'll be in the top 4.
All right. Beyond that, beyond Rashawn Clark, where do you think the medals will be won?
It's simple. This time around, Rai Benjamin, I like to call it, I don't like to say all 3, I like to call it. Rai Benjamin will get gold, and the world record holder, Warholm, will get silver, and Santos will get the bronze.
Juliet, you're a witness.
I don't think Santos is. I didn't like the way Santos looked, even though
he scratchy.
He looked scratchy. Even though his best this year is 46. Again, I hope that Clark can do very well and place in the top 4 or 5, no less than that. Again, he's very young, and I think he's very promising and very consistent. Rai Benjamin, a lot of talk.
Yes.
Do a whole heap of talk on Twitter. And everybody's like, you better go win the 400 hurdles and come out of your business.
Yes.
So I think I'm looking at Rai Benjamin. Warholm, even though we saw him running and training in snow and was showing us what he could do in the cold weather this year, he didn't look as awesome as we've seen before. So I think Rai Benjamin is going to be the winner. Warholm is going to get the silver medal. And I like Duco.
Yeah.
I like he's in the home crowd, and so I'm looking for him to possibly get the bronze.
You're sure you want to go there, Juliet? Because guess what? His season's best and lifetime best 47.69. If he produces that here, he'll be way behind the medals.
Yeah. He's in home crowd. Samba also looked good. So I'm looking at those 3 to actually be in the top 3.
Very well. All right. TC, what say you about this 400 meters hurdles final for men?
I can't bet against Warholm. I just can't bet. Even if he's not in the tip-top shape, he's far ahead of the field. Rai Benjamin will be there. I'm having a problem determining who will be third. It's a toss-up. I'll go with Casey's third.
So Casey said Benjamin, Warholm, and Dos Santos. Here's the thing. In Tokyo last year, there were about 3 or 4 athletes who you knew nobody could touch them. You knew nobody could lay a glove on Elaine Thompson-Herah, of course. You knew that Varholm was in Superman shape, and you knew that Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone would have been untouchable, peerless. Sydney, same form this year. Of course, Elaine's injuries mean she wasn't here to defend her titles. Varholm, he does not report for these games as cherry ripe as he did for Tokyo. On the contrary, on the other side, not contrary, on the other side, Juliet, Rai Benjamin, you felt that Tokyo toughened him up, he grew up. I think he's much better here than he was then. Varholm is not as good here as he was then. And I know I'm sounding like the typical analyst who say 1 + 1 = 2 all the time. But Casey, I don't think Varholm in this kind of form can resist Benjamin this year.
I don't think so. I've seen him twice. He has lost 2 races in season. The last time he met with Benjamin, he got beaten easily. I think he's trying hard, but based on Benjamin has a world leading time of 46.46. Benjamin is ready. Of the 3 athletes, he's yet to win a major title. And this is his year. And I think he will win.
TC, I'll say this to you. And I know why you are saying Varholm. In other words, TC is saying, them have to beat Varholm, make me see. He's the only sub-46 man in the field. The only man alive who has gone sub-46. Nobody knows what that feels like. And that's why TC is saying Varholm. Am I wrong?
You're correct. And that was 4 years ago.
It doesn't matter. He's gone. It doesn't matter.
Nobody has
exactly.
Nobody's legs have gone that fast.
We are saying that this is the best Rai Benjamin ever, and he's not gone sub-46.
And we signed the forward. Femke Ball was the second person to have gone sub-50.
But second.
And got fifth. And got fifth. So you're looking at 2024 and at 2021. Benjamin is in the form of his life.
He's in good form, and I think that's why he has the talk that he talks that we see on social media as well.
There is no doubt. And just more to the point, Samba's season's best time, 47.97. So he, as Juliet has been saying, him and Duko and the others are going to battle out for that minor medal. Dos Santos 46.63, but there's something about Allison at these games. It doesn't quite look right. Maggi has gone 47.95. Duko, I mentioned already, 47.69 this year.
Yeah.
McMaster, 47.81. We're sleeping on him, but we also think that he may not have the wheels of the top 2 or even the top 3. Varholm, 46.70. Rai Benjamin, 46.46. And Rashawn Clark, 47.63. This just looks like the 346 men this season are the three who Casey has picked for his medalists in this event. It's not a bad thing, and I'm just saying that I'd be surprised. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be surprised if Varholm wins based on the form coming into this race. Even notwithstanding his pedigree, TC, his pedigree is there, but form suggests that the Americans' time is now.
I said the lane 3 will suit Santos.
Why? Tell us why.
He's when he ran the semi-final, it was in lane 9.
Yes.
He ran blind. Now he's seeing Benjamin, he's seeing Varholm, he's seeing Rashawn Clark, he's seeing the main contenders.
Yes.
So he will gauge his race more properly right here, right? And I think he's experienced. He has, as I said, he has won major title already. And he didn't look good until we saw this championship has been we have seen some surprise.
Well, I can give you an update on the long jump. Jane Hibbert has jumped into I thought he was in the bronze medal position for a while, but no, not quite yet. So I'll tell the listeners that Dos Santos still fouled on his second jump, so his best mark is still 16.41. Zango 17.43 and then a foul. Pichardo, the gold medal favorite, 17.79 to open and then 17.84. Martinez, 17 flat and then a foul. Hibbert opened with 17.31 and then he produced 17.61, so better than the first jump, so he's warming up. Connor Murphy from Australia continues to struggle, opened with 15.99 and then 16.30, not much better. Tricky from Algeria, fouled on the first jump, then produced 17.05. Max Hess from Germany, 16.5 to open. He's on the runway now for his second jump. Zhu from China fouled on his first jump. Diaz from Spain, 17.86. He looks to have the overall lead. Mane from USA, 17.28. And the other Diaz, this one from Italy, 17.63. So as things stand, 17.86 is the best jump in the triple jump to date. Then 17.84 from Pichardo. Then 17.63 from Diaz from Italy, and then Hibbert with 17.61. So as things stand, Hibbert sitting in fourth in that triple jump final. The Jamaican needs to up his game even more to put himself close to that 18-meter mark, because if you're not there, you can forget about the medals, given the form of Pichardo and a couple others coming into this triple jump final. Are you hopeful, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn? Well, I'm sure, yes. The answer is yes if you're hopeful. But do you expect that medal from Jane Hibbert today?
I do. I expect a bronze from him. Pichardo is going to be hard to beat, I believe. But I think if he can jump the next jump and go 17.8. So he's at 17.6 now.
Yeah.
17.8, I think, will be in medal contention.
Casey, people will be wondering.
I'm not sure anybody is really going to jump 18. I don't think anybody's going to do 18.
And George, we have seen a trend at this championship in the field events.
Yes.
When someone make a big mark early,
that's it.
Others are fighting. We saw it in the
field
jump,
struggles.
Women. We saw it in the long jump.
We saw it in the javelin yesterday.
We saw it in the javelin.
Yeah.
And I think, remember Fortune did 18-18. I mean, he's the leader. And he made a big jump, a 17.8 yard. And everybody will have to catch. He said, catch me if you can. Yeah. And sometimes they are trying too hard and they fall jump. They made a lot of mistakes. So I think Jordan Hibbert, I think he has a chance to be amongst the medals. I would be surprised if he finished in the top three.
Well, let's face it, Casey, he's not in the same form that he was in last
And that's where I was going, TC, because
Yeah,
I was going to ask Casey to comment on this, to say, people who are casual observers of the sport would say, well, what has gone wrong in the time between now and the previous World Championships when Jaden Hibbert was the poster boy of World Triple Jump and was the nailed-on favorite for the gold medal? Of course, we know he had a mishap, but he was a nailed-on favorite for the gold medal. Then, what has happened between then and now? Casey, can you explain that?
Okay. I didn't like his approach coming to the world. If you realize he's out of the NCs.
Yes.
Right? He's not getting the competition. And he went to one Diamond League.
So you mean his approach as far as meets?
Yeah,
To get
because
ready?
at the national championship, he did just a long jump with the juniors. I think his handlers are too cautious.
Oh.
He need to compete with the big boys.
Yes.
When the big boy make a big jump, then you know, he's not used to this occasion. When the big boy make a big jump, how to reply. And this is what is catching up with Jaden Hibbert now. Right? So the more he need to compete with the big boys, the 17, 18, the 18 boys, so he can know how to adjust when it comes to the championship.
A jumper undercooked is what Casey is saying, TC, that Hibbert comes into the Olympics undercooked.
I want to be taken side with Casey. I found it very strange at our championship that he chose not to jump with the seniors. And at that time, I was wondering if he was carrying a slight injury or something.
And he didn't do
because
the triple
it seemed
jump.
as if he was, my word, hiding from the big boys.
Oh. We could be for the big boy. There's no big boy here to hide from Jamaica.
He's the big boy.
He's the big boy.
He's the big boy.
With the seniors.
Yeah.
No,
but seniors weak.
Wanting to jump with the juniors, who we would definitely...
No.
And he did a long jump with the juniors.
But I don't think that there was any big boy there
No,
for him
in
to
Jamaica.
hide from.
No, because they're doing 16.
I understand what he means.
No, but that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Again, I think, as Casey said, when you're in college, you are competing pretty much every week.
Yes.
On the collegiate scene. And so not having that, you're able to take practice jumps and, perfect your form, perfect your technique, and go farther and farther. He didn't have that. And so what you need to do is to make sure that you're on the circuit competing against these athletes who you're going to compete against within in a world event like the Paris Olympic Games.
Yes.
And so I think he didn't get that. I'm not sure. I thought he was injured.
Yes.
when he didn't compete at the national championship. And so you're telling me now that he wasn't. So I'm really shocked because he really needs the competition.
Well,
but I'm still hoping that he can definitely get a bronze
Well,
today.
I tell you what, he's one of the people I thought of Paris and said, yes, Jaden will get his first major medal, and I still am hopeful. 1761, he'll need to get a move on though, because you're talking about a white hot heat of competition. He has that here, and the man Pichardo and Diaz Fortune from Italy, beg your pardon, Diaz Fortune from Spain look to be on a mission. The Member of Parliament for West Central St. James is here, and she has her microphone. Madam, may you step into the light? We're in her town. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Davis, and good afternoon to the panel.
Good afternoon, Minister.
Madam Minister.
Yes.
Juliet,
Playing many
the
roles.
Olympian.
Yes, playing many roles. It's the Olympic time.
I did hear the commentary about being in the better city
Yes, miss.
and the best city.
Yes.
And I want to assure you that you got it right.
You're setting the argument now.
Welcome to Montego.
Montego. The town people are going to lock me out in the minister because of you. So how
But
are you?
You know the West is best, right?
I'm here in the West, so I'll say that for the moment. Yeah? How are things down here?
I am well, and I am pleased to be entertained by the commentary of this panel, if only because of the wealth of perspective,
Yes.
and you have a real expert. Not to say the two gentlemen are not experts,
Yes.
but we're hearing it from someone who has been there
Yeah, that's true.
and done it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But Minister, I don't want you to get in trouble with my panel, because my panel are very pugnacious people, yeah? Here we go. So here's the thing. What have you been paying attention to the Olympics on TV and following on the radio? And what has impressed you most so far about Paris?
Well, like everyone, I mean, stone's throw.
Stoner's throw.
Yeah.
You can say stone's throw. Yeah. It's a phrase now. Stoner's throw. Yeah.
Yes. But also, I think we are so used to the presence, as in PRESENTS,
Yes.
of our Olympians,
Yes.
that we sometimes forget how hard they work to get there.
Yes.
And regardless of the outcome of the competition, they would have already done well. It's going to take some time for that perspective to take stream in the Jamaican context. So first of all, I want to congratulate all our athletes who are excellent ambassadors for Jamaica. Their personal success is Jamaica's success.
Yes.
Having said that, I realize that this year's performance has gone a little differently than we expected,
Yes.
desired, anticipated. But it is what it is. The track faded and the feel came into focus. So I won't deny that I'm among those who also wanted a little bit more of the flag raising.
You wanted to hear the anthem more than once in Paris. Yes, man.
But I am trying to temper my own expectation because I want our athletes to know that we are proud of them. We are proud of them. Interestingly, and I'm directing this to Minister Cuthbert Flynn, I've been part of a raging debate about Mrs. Dodd's commentary and your own response. And the panel's response.
Yes.
And my little set of people from Westmoreland, because, you know, we Westmorlandites look out for our fellow Westmorlandites,
Yes.
want to say to the authority to pause and not respond just from the system's response that would seek to maintain a status quo or defend a status quo. It is clear that there are some issues.
Yes.
And it is clear that from an administrative standpoint, the JOA will have to look at how it is perceived, look at the arrangements for this year's Olympics that have caused or contributed to so much disquiet and commentary about the administrative arrangements.
May I ask if you were a judge in a past life? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you
Yes.
can.
Minister,
Yes.
were you involved in sports at high school? You seem to know a lot about sports.
Wannabe athlete.
At Manning's.
Wannabe. So, yes, I participated in many things. Won many, but you have to understand what the competition was like. So all the star athletes went away, went on scholarship like Madam Cuthbert Flynn, and left the rest of us. And when the rest of us left, we just shone.
Oh, that's good.
Hear you on that.
So yes, no. I did track even in university.
Okay.
Which event were you competing in?
I did 100. I did the sprints. And relay. I did long and high jump.
Can I ask you a question?
I played football. I played cricket. I played netball.
Wait a minute,
You can't tell?
Wait.
All-round
Hold on, question for you. In a 60-meter sprint among the women in cabinet, would you win?
I tell you what. This year, Norman Manley Law School celebrated its 50th anniversary.
Yes.
Among the alumna highlighted was a young attorney, and I will find his commentary and share with you perhaps off air, and then when you go back on air, you can tell the listeners
how
what
good
the
you
view
were.
is on that.
Oh, hold on. So implicit in that statement is that
I'm not in cabinet though.
No. Hold on.
She couldn't beat me.
Wow.
Well. I don't know. I will always concede that those who are experts in the field and have trained.
Yes.
But you know, there is a little bit of age difference between the state minister and me.
I love this.
So you say you could have done something.
I would have done
I like that.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you notice the look that Shakira gave when she was crossing the line.
Yes.
4x1.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Take that.
Oh, excellent. It's a drop mic moment. You notice I didn't introduce her as Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs because this is her town. Your constituency office is not far from here, is it?
May I send greetings to the lovely constituents of St.
Of course
James
you
West
can.
Central?
Of course you can. Of course
You know,
you can.
we go on radio, and growing up, I'd
Yes.
like to send greetings. Well, I have
A
3
shout out.
divisions.
Yes.
Spring Garden,
Yes.
Mount Salem, and Granville.
Yes.
And I have so many constituents. So, to the best constituents
Oh Lord.
in the entire island,
Oh Lord.
my constituents in the grand constituency of St. James West Central, your MP sending lots of love today. Lots of love.
Thank
So,
you. Well,
I won't bother to name all of the communities because I take up too much of your airtime.
I'll tell you what.
But I'm sure they're listening and very pleased to have you here.
There's a Minister Johnson Smith who would have something to say about the fastest lady over 60 meters in cabinet. But we may have to have that race.
Hold
we may
on,
have to
hold
have
on.
that race.
I wonder if you know.
She's a long distance
that
runner,
only
though.
last week
Yes.
I won the celebrity cook-off.
Oh
I
yes.
saw you in the paper.
First place.
I saw you in the paper.
I'm a winner.
All right. Argument
Don't
done.
test me.
I won't test. Let's take the break here on Paris this afternoon. It suddenly got hotter in here at Spirits Expressions, Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James. More after these.
Spirits Expression presents Corporate Fridays and Neon Saturdays. This and every Friday and Saturday. Happy hour and a half. Come out in your white or neon this Saturday and meet special guest celebrity starting at 5:30 p.m. Spirits Expression Sports Lounge, shop number 44 to 45 Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay. First half hour, free cocktail. Then 50% off all hors d'oeuvres and selected cocktails. Corporate Fridays and Neon Saturdays this Friday and Saturday.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real one. My island, we a world champion with my KFC. I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
How are you think? Pure water we drink. Me say a pure vibe when we touching at the street. A pure water we a drink. A pure fun, pure dance and take. Right now. A pure water we a drink. I could have room temperature. Give me one more. Give me the summer hearts are chilled one outdoor. Crisp and refreshing. We know that for sure. The water we drink is pure. Everybody know. Hey, hey. Refreshing and nice. Hey, hey. The best water you can find. Pure water we drink.
Experience togetherness this Easter, embarking on a one-of-a-kind adults-only retreat in a world where swaying palms meet endless sunsets. All-inclusive indulgence awaits here at Hideaway at Royalton Blue Waters. Tap into an all-in luxury vacation experience when you book between April 1 to 30. Contact us. Dial 876-632-7401. That's 876-632-7401. Speak to your local sales agent today.
Anytime it taste any grace products, me and my friend them a fi bust dance moves. I fi run to the pot and me granny a boy soup. Grace food products, in that make it go down smooth. The taste that moves you, fuel the vibes anytime when the day Grace foods from the ends. Yeah, the taste that moves you, from the spices move you. Everybody shout out Grace.
When the food sweet, we dance. When the vibe nice, we love. The taste that moves you, Grace bringing the food you love.
Nothing moves your vibe, your mood, or your appetite like the taste of Grace.
Imperial, optical, crystal, clear view. Focus on winning. Focus on you. Never miss a moment. See it all through. What we do? Focus on the Olympics. We are here for you. Imperial, optical, crystal, clear view. Focus on winning. Of course. Focus on you.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion with my KFC, I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Multi-link, access every time, everywhere I go. Multi-link, 24/7 access for me. It's just a win-win when we use multi-link. This card is Jamaican built, yeah. Fast and secure, you can use anywhere. Spend while supporting the economy.
Look for the multi-link logo on your card and benefit from Jamaica's largest debit payment network.
Multi-link, 24/7 access for me.
What would I do without my multi-link?
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion with my KFC, I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Together we're our people standing strong. 3 million Jamaicans, let's work as one. Such a course and work with a plan. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. Every Jamaican have the heart of a champion. Such a core, big up with champions. Watch my style, watch my skill, watch my flow. Standing out anywhere where we go. Many goals, many dreams, many strides. All the black, green and gold, and we pride. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. We are strong when we are one, Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success.
Wellington Dental believes that a smile tells 1,000 words. They are dedicated to giving their patients high-quality dental care, offering a full range of dental services so all of your family's needs are met under one roof. Fillings, extractions, crowns, bridges, and much more. They also accept patients using wheelchair. Visit Wellington Dental, 57 Wellington Street, Spanish Town's premier dental provider. Call them today at 876-749-3515.
Attention Jamaica! It's time to spice up your snack game with Excelsior Spice Bun. Imagine a soft, fresh, and flavorful bun that costs only $100. Sounds unreal, right? But it's real, and it's here. Perfect for busy go-getters and anyone who loves a great deal. Don't miss out on the best priced bun in town. Excelsior Spice Bun, your new favorite. Get yours today.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion with my KFC. I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Nationwide 90 FM now presents live coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Our coverage is brought to you by
Or diamond sponsors.
KFC, Pizza Hut, Fosrich.
Or gold sponsors.
Sagicor Group, J. Ray and Nephew.
Or silver sponsors.
Supreme Ventures Limited, Digicel, Gatorade.
Or bronze sponsors.
National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, Spirits Expressions Sports Lounge, Imperial Optical Jamaica, Rainforest Caribbean, National Commercial Bank, Sunshine Snacks, First Rock Group, Grace Foods, Jamaica Customs Agency,
and or other sponsors.
Multilink, Kiss Baking Company, Hose Assembly and Supplies, Students Loan Bureau, Massey Distribution Limited, Starbucks, Tourism Enhancement Fund, Evergrow, Real Estate Board, Horton's Pharmacy, Petrojam Limited, Wellington Dental, Fontana Pharmacy, Juicy Patties, Maxi Department Store, Road Safety Unit, JTA Cooperative Credit Union, ISP Finance Services, Postage Logistics Group, Royalton Resorts, High-Low Food Stores, Charles O'Connor Consulting Network.
All right. Welcome back to Paris this afternoon here on Nationwide 90 FM. We want to take the commentary for the women's 10,000 meters final. It's a fascinating race on paper. The big athletes in this field, Gudaf Sigai from Ethiopia is here. And I'm looking for the usual suspects, the names of the usual suspects. Beatrice Chebet is also here from Kenya. It will be another fascinating battle between the Kenyans and the Ethiopians. And do you have a gold medal favorite in this event, Casey?
Wow. It's a crazy one. It's a crazy one. I think I will go with Shelangat.
Shelangat from Uganda?
Yeah, what's her name? Shelangat?
Shelangat from Uganda, yeah. That's your, okay, all right. Let's go across to our comment. The lineup for the 10,000 meters. The nationwide favorite, Hassan, is also in this event. Can she medal in this event, TC? Can Hassan, who was medaled in the 5,000, can she medal in the 10,000?
Hassan seems to be a superwoman. I don't put nothing behind her. Quite possibly, yes.
Sifran Hassan for a medal, Michael Carr, in this 10,000?
Possibility exists.
Yeah, I think she'll win at least a bronze here, and the possibility exists for better. Let's go across to our commentator. The women's 10,000 meters final. It's going to be a fascinating tactical battle. We are at the end of the men's triple jump. The action in the men's triple jump is over. We can report that the Jamaican, Jaden Hibbert, his best jump on his second attempt, 17.61 meters, was good enough for 4th place in the event. So he just missed the medal. In fact, the man who won bronze did a season's best 17.64. That was Andy Diaz-Hernandez from Italy, who produced 17.64 for bronze. And behind him was Jaden Hibbert with 17.61 in 4th place. The gold going to the Spaniard, Jordan Alejandro Diaz Fortune, with 17.86 meters to win gold. And then Pedro Pichardo, my pick for the gold, will have to settle for bronze, silver rather, 17.84. And then after that came another 17 mark, 17.64, done by, well, actually, yeah, so 1786 is gold, 1784 is silver, and 1764 is bronze. Hibbert's 1761 was good enough for 4th place. Many people would have counted Jaden for a medal, but 4th place in your first Olympics, not bad at all.
Not bad at all, and I think I had him to get I mean, he was in my medal count. But
you had a medal count? Yes, you did. You said 7 to 9.
7 to 9
yeah,
is
you were
what
one
I
of the
said.
most
So I'm
conservative
right there.
persons.
It's very conservative.
You were one of the most conservative persons, yeah.
But you know, you have to congratulate Jaden for this great attempt. Last year, we had such high hopes for him, and he's suffered an injury for the World Championship. And then this year, we had even more high of a hope because he was out of the NCAA, and you know, but again, he possibly needed some more jumps to get into the rhythm of jumping. But you know what? I'll take the 4th place. I know he may be disappointed, but I think we can't, you know, feel too sad about a 4th place for this youngster. He is very promising. Pichardo and Diaz was always going to be on the podium.
Yeah.
And it was a battle to see who would get the bronze, and it wasn't for Jaden today. But we're very happy with the 4th place.
KC?
Yeah, before I start, I must correct you. At the launch at Nationwide, when we were asked, I said a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 9. Go and play back that tape.
You know, since you came out so strong, I'm going to match your energy and say,
yeah,
Jamaicans are developing a habit of not listening. I didn't say Juliet was the only one to say 7 to 9. I said Juliet said 7 to 9. Yeah. So your rejoinder would have been apropos if it is that I said Juliet was the only one, but I didn't say only. So I'm coming to you now, and you did say at least 7. You were also very conservative, but I didn't say she was the only one.
You sound like a politician.
So we're still competitive.
No.
There you go.
We're still competitive.
You sound like a politician.
Yeah, you sound like Juliet.
There you go. Yeah, we're talking about Jaden.
I must say now, Jaden. He's 19. He qualified for the World Under 20 in two weeks' time.
Yes.
I think, well, as I said earlier, his handlers not allowing him to compete with the big boys. Because when you look, you know, he was a shoe for a brands.
Yes.
Right? This guy, Italian, had a season best 17.61 and beating for the brand.
Yes.
So I'm 63. So I think he's young. He has a far way to go. And I expect great things from Jaden. He's a brilliant guy in the future. So he should walk away with his head real high.
Yeah.
Coming fourth, you're 4th in the world.
Yeah.
At 19 years of age.
Yes.
Look at how many people in there. Look at our sprinters.
Yes.
How many of them reach final?
Yes.
So we must give this young man a lot of credit. But as I said before, I blame his handlers. The way he was handled leading up to the Olympics, he did not get enough chance to compete with the big boys, and that cost him a medal.
Casey Graham consistent in saying he felt that Jaden Hibbert wasn't battle-hardened going into Paris. What say you, Mikey?
Well, I hear you said about the 7 to 9 count.
Yes.
You know, and I said...
Here it comes.
Just joking. I said 8 to 10. I said between 8 and 10.
Yes.
I'll say that. Anyway, Hibbert's performance, creditable. He's a young man, and remember at one stage he had the world leading jump.
Yes.
Early out in the season.
Yes.
But I think he was carrying some injury from my understanding, and probably that affected his participation
yes.
in other means. They were probably trying to preserve him for the Olympics, for where he is now. And creditable fourth. Now, this is someone who's going on to the World Juniors in a couple of weeks' time.
Yes.
So he got his foot wet at the senior level. So now he's going to take that those wet feet, down to the junior level and drop his feet, and he should be a winner down there.
Should dominate. You know, the point I'd like to make here, though, is this. In the same way, I view anger as a poison of the soul and a poison of the spirit. Hate is also something that poisons the soul, poisons the spirit. I don't want people to be angry at the performances of our athletes in Paris. I'll accept disappointment because you have your expectations. For disappointment is fine. But I say that in the context of all Olympics long, we've been talking about Jamaicans who've finished outside the medals not by much, made a final but not made an impact in the final race or the final competition, people who've just missed out on the final. Most of these people we're talking about are in their first Olympic Games.
Definitely.
There is scope for much improvement from them. And I remind people, Juliet, Casey, and Michael Carr, the greatest of them all won nothing on his first appearance at the Olympics. Usain Bolt, we forget. Yeah? So I'm just saying that if you look in context at where people are and how far we are from the world's best at these Olympic Games, we will find much more to be happy about than to be disappointed or even angry at when we talk about how many medals we expected to win versus how much we actually have, and when we're assessing the performance of people. A fourth place finish is to be celebrated. It is to be congratulated. It is nothing to say, boy, Chuck, where?
But
You go to Paris and
George,
win the medal.
I think some of these bloggers on YouTube, they do it to get hits.
Yes, they do.
They fool the public.
Yes, they do.
They fool the public because they knew that athletes were not training, and you come and say they are training and they look. Yeah, but if you are training and look good in training, when you go and compete with someone, it's a different affair.
Yes.
And too many of these bloggers, they come on the YouTube and they fool the public, and now the public, they are upset.
Yes.
Because they think Jamaica should at least 15 medals. I hear people saying 15 and 16. I'm a fact. My good friend, I won't call his name. He came on national TV. He has a YouTube channel, and he said Jamaica will get 15 medals. I saw him yesterday. I went to the stadium here to check on my friend, and I said to him, Mr. So-and-so, we have 6 medals. When are you going to ship the other 9 medals to Paris? He laughed as a case here, a bad boy.
Yeah, and just on that point too, a lot of persons who are talking, they are just doing off of sentiments and hope. They are not looking at the realistic part of things. They are not, based on what we have been doing over the years, when we had Bolt and Shelley and company, we did not get 15 medals.
Yes.
So without them now,
yes,
how are we going to reach up in that category?
Exactly.
Now, the average man on the street, you can understand their reasoning, how they see things. Some of us who are in the position to know, we need to be more realistic in our predictions and deal with things realistically.
And
Because,
George, people kill me. They say I don't like Jamaica. When I come, I'm not talking what they want to hear. They say I hate Jamaica. Oh, should I hate my country?
Rubbish.
And just talking the facts. Oh, I see it, because I follow every single meet I follow. So I was going based. Yeah, it's unfortunate we have some injury concern. Say a Shelley and a Sharika and company. But look here, in the Bolt era, we used to get 9 and 11 medals.
Yes. Yeah, 9 to 11.
Yeah, and people are saying
how were we
16,
going to get 15?
17. Yeah. Come on,
with
that's
a
crazy.
younger team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me just run through the notable performances from the women's 10,000 meters final. Panel, we should talk Beatrice Chebet, the Kenyan. This is her second gold medal of these games. And, well, no event is easy, but I'm just saying, 5,000, 10,000 meter double, that's absolutely credible. And she
And a few of them are doing this, eh?
Yeah, and
That's
so she
insane.
won gold in the 5,000. She's returned to win gold in the 10,000. The woman Batocletti from Italy, she finished in the silver medal position in a national record, 30 minutes, 43.35 seconds. And that Iron Woman, I have to describe her as the Iron Woman of running. Hassan,
Your
I'm
girl.
looking at you, Hassan. A bronze medal in the 10,000 after a bronze in the 5,000. And Juliet Cuthbert Flynn says, George, she's only warming up for the marathon, which closes the show at the Olympics. And it would be a brave pundit to bet against her getting a medal in that marathon. It's absolutely phenomenal. And she took on a suicide trio of events, and she has been successful in 2. There's no reason to think she won't be successful in 3. So that's the situation where the medals are concerned in the 10,000 meters for women. Gold to Beatrice Chebet of Kenya, her second gold of the Olympics. Nadia Batocletti of Italy, national record, second in silver. And Sifan Hassan, the Dutch woman, with the bronze medal performance. Which leaves us, folks, with the 400 meters hurdles. The 400 meters hurdles final for men to come on this day. And then we will fold and close the broadcast. From 4 minute hurdles for men, yes, I think we're ready with that. We're ready with that. Let me just quickly go through the lane assignments. Do we have time to do that? Yes. So Abderrahman Samba, we've already gotten the medal predictions already. So Samba in lane 2 for Qatar. Dos Santos in Brazil in lane 3. Maggi from Estonia in lane 4. Duco from France in lane 5. McMaster from the BVI in lane 6. In 7, Karsten Warholm for Norway. Rai Benjamin in lane 8. And out in lane 9, the Jamaican among them, Roshawn Clark. Let's pick up the feed as we head to the start of the men's 400 meters hurdles to bring Saturday's program in the athletics at the Paris Olympic Games to a climax. There you go. Long shift. Benjamin, the man with Caribbean roots, but the fact that he has taken Jamaican Twitter on Twitter means that he has lost some fans here. But listen, I've been a huge fan of Rai Benjamin for a long time, and he has banished the demons of Tokyo when he tried manfully but couldn't get by Karsten Warholm. He's reversed the placings from Tokyo, and Rai Benjamin is your Olympic champion. Raymond Casey Graham, you called the trifecta. You said Rai Benjamin would win. You said decisively that Warholm would be second, and you said it was certain in your mind that Alison Dos Santos' class meant that he would be the bronze medal winner, and so you've been proven right, my friend.
George, I have been following the sport. I know the sport. I used to coach. This is my baby event.
We know the case. We know.
And looking on form, Benjamin.
We're all rookies here.
Benjamin, he equal his world leading time.
Yes.
And he has shown that he's a class above the rest this season. The first time they met at the Monaco Diamond League, he destroyed them. And Santos getting lane 3. I said it in the preview. He's seen them. You can see a different Santos now. These 3 are the 3 who got the medal in Tokyo, and these 3 are the 3 best in the world. No way nobody will split these 3.
Casey, hold on, Casey. I don't know why you're quarreling with us now, because guess what?
I'm not quarreling.
Hold on. The only other man that I would put in your class where knowledge of the hurdles is concerned, he's gone now. The late Messam. What's Messam's first name?
George, you know, respect me.
He's not George.
Hold on.
Not George, I'm not George.
No, man, no. Messam, I'm picturing his face now. His sister Cheryl works at the University of Technology. Messam's first name. You know him very well.
I don't remember.
Yes.
Calabar, yeah.
So apart from him, I'd say, well, Casey, you're the hurdles guru. So we're not disputing your knowledge, sir. We just have different views.
Okay.
And you're like a dictator. You don't
I'm no chump.
I hear you on that.
Be careful.
Michael Carr, Benjamin, Warholm, Dos Santos in that order, 46.46. Rai Benjamin saved Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn. His best run of the year for the Olympic final, 46.46, equaling his season's best. Warholm second, 47.06, way off what he does at his best. And Dos Santos, we said he was scratchy, but Juliet, you know better than all of us that class is permanent. And he dug deep to produce 47.26 to take that bronze medal. The top 3 from Tokyo are the top 3 in Paris, but in a different order.
Yes, but it would be a fool to bet against that 3.
Are you calling me a fool?
Hello, listen.
That's a strange clock. Again,
Listen.
here he goes again. He's flip-flopping.
I love these two guys.
He's flip-flopping again. There he goes again. He's flip-flopping.
Allow me to speak, sir.
Listeners, they are very good friends off camera, I can tell you that. Go ahead, Mikey.
I listened to you and I was very quiet.
Go ahead, Mikey, go ahead.
No, there is a place in Jamaica that they call Hope Pastures. No, I visited Hope Pastures a few minutes ago and said I hope one of them probably drop off and give Rashana Clark. Is that what I said?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't hear that.
But
it's a top 3.
I heard you say
and you know we have been saying that from morning.
Yeah, but you must say
So
that
it's a
here.
top 3.
Don't say it to us.
Right?
Tell the public.
We say
Like
it's
how
a
I
top
tell the
3.
public. And
Okay.
I said in my
Now,
opening
as we
statement.
continue our conversation here, George.
Yes, sir.
Nothing could defy those top 3.
Yes.
Nothing should or could come in front of them.
Yeah.
Based on facts.
Yes.
Based on the ability of these athletes. So it was obvious.
Yes. Let me run through the field and then get TC's perspective. He's standing right beside me. So Rai Benjamin, gold, 46.46, equaling his season's best. Karsten Warholm, Norway, silver, 47.06. Alison Dos Santos, bronze, 47.26. He's from Brazil. Clement Ducot from France, the hometown boy. Juliet said he would produce something magnificent. He did, but the crowd, not even the crowd could will him to a medal, but he went close, 47.76. Big run. Kyron McMaster produced a season's best, 47.79 seconds. Look at Warholm's training. I've never seen him train like that. Anyway, Samba from Qatar, 47.98 for sixth. Rasmus Maggi from Estonia, something must have gone wrong. He did it 52.53. And Jamaica's Rashawn Clark, he finished at it, but he did not finish. Did not finish for Rashawn Clark.
Because
he pulled up in the event.
He stumbled at the last hurdle.
Yeah.
Stumbled and I think he fell at the last hurdle.
Yes,
but
did
he
not
went
finish.
down, so.
Yeah, I think it was the second to last hurdle that he fell.
Yeah.
And so that's unfortunate, but he was in the Olympic finals
Yeah.
in these 400-meter hurdles. Rai Benjamin, when we looked and saw how he was performing this year, we knew that he was going to be hard to beat. So I think all of us, gentlemen, we all got that right. That Rai Benjamin was going to be the winner of this one. Varholm, we also got that one right. That he was going to get the silver because he did not look the part. He did not look like the Varholm that we saw last year and the year before. Invincible. The Santos, I was a little bit worried, possibly giving Duco because he was, they were probably about similar.
Yeah.
And he was, he had a home crowd with him, but he was able to get fourth. That's Duco from France. The Santos, he looked a little rusty in the semifinal.
And Juliet, let me help you here because you didn't say anything wrong. You said the reason you weren't going with those Santos for bronze was just because he didn't look good, and it's a fact. He didn't look good coming into the final. Yeah.
But he redeemed himself and came back. I was able to cop the bronze medal, and kudos to all of them. I think it was a really good performance, especially with this 46 seasons best for Rai Benjamin.
Let me hear TC on the medals in this 400 meters hurdles final.
Well, of course, I betted on Warholm, and I'm told by Casey never to bet against him, but I did.
I like thank you for being man up. You must be a Fortis. You man up. Thank you.
Listen,
but there's something else I want to talk about if I can.
Yes, you can.
And there are two other athletes in the race, Samba and the Frenchman Ducos. Samba was rated 16th or 17th coming into the meet.
Yes, into the Olympics.
Into the final. And the French, number 66.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And for that person to come and finish fourth.
Yes.
It would have to be a gigantic effort. I just want to celebrate those two people because I think it's worth mentioning.
Very well done, Trevor. Very well done, and good form on you to put into perspective the. I don't want to use a Trump word, but you put into perspective the scale of the performance, and I'll leave it at that. So we got a very good men's 400 hurdles final, won in a season's best equaling time by the man that we told you from early in the week. He is the son of the former West Indies fast bowler Winston Benjamin. He also played for Antigua and Barbuda and played for the Leeward Islands. He was in the squad at the same time, played several tests for the West Indies. He's not one of those players who played a couple. He was a mainstay of the pace attack with Ambrose and Walsh, and then his fellow Antiguan Kenny Benjamin, no relation. These guys very close, of course, to IVA Richards, arguably the greatest of all time. So Winston Benjamin, well known to cricket fans in the Caribbean, and he has produced a son who is an Olympic champion, and to that we doff our imaginary cap. All right, so the 400 hurdles is done, and pretty much we're done here. Before I go, I want to say something, and before I get the moment of the day from my panelists, so stick right here, TC. The reason you were put here is so that you can give us your moment of the day. Juliet, Casey, Michael, be on your guard. I want to thank, well, on behalf of the management of Spirits Expression here at the Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James, they want to thank the management of Spirits Expression want to thank Shock Security, Sealand Foods, Yardman Gas Stations, and Sunseeker Villa Jamaica. They want to thank all those sponsors for helping them to make this broadcast possible. So again, the management of Spirits Expression want to thank Shock Security, Sealand Foods, Yardman Gas Stations, and Sunseeker Villa Jamaica. I see Yardman all over Jamaica. I'm very proud of how fast they've risen in a short space of time. I saw a billboard, Juliet, when I'm driving to, well, I see a billboard when I'm driving to St. Elizabeth that says, you know, everybody needs a yardman in their life. And I'm saying, I'm not sure about that, you know, but you know, it's the gas, so I'll use the gas because, the gas is
Maybe
good. But
we do.
Well, you, yes, it's for you. It's for you, Juliet. It's not for me. There you go. But it's for us in terms of the product that Yardman deals in. And I want to congratulate Yardman Gas Stations for their success and for being a part of this broadcast. All right. The moment of the day. Can we get the stinger played in studio for us, please? The moment of the day. Let's go.
The moment of the day at the Paris Olympics is sponsored by KFC. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
All right. Let's ask the lady to lead us off. Juliet, your moment of this day.
48-17. Paulino. 400 meters. She was able to come to Paris in these Olympic Games in Paris 2024 and actually get an Olympic record. Marie-Josée Pérec, who had the Olympic record, is from France, as we all know, and she was able to come here and run a magnificent time in this 400 meters. And NASA, of course, these times the moment was really the 400 meter in general. Everybody went under 50 seconds. So that has to be the moment of the day for me.
And if I can piggyback on that, up to this point, the finest 400 meters I've ever seen at any championship was that Jose Perec record run.
Yes.
I remember it like it was yesterday in Atlanta. Yeah? Paulino has displaced that performance in my mind and my consciousness. Casey, your moment of the day.
It has not been a good Olympics for Andre DeGrasse from Canada in the individual event. But my moment of the day was when he anchored his team to victory to win the 4x100 meters.
Canada. You mean Andre DeGrasse?
Andre DeGrasse.
All right, TC, what's your moment of the day?
I have to celebrate a young 19-year-old triple jumper. Came to the Olympics for the first time. Got 4th place. I just want to raise my hat to him. All the other choices are good, but I think this youngster is telling us what we are to expect in the future, and I want to raise my hat to him.
Well, you know, as I look for the result of the women's 4x100 meters, and it's a reason why I'm looking for it. The women, Tia Clayton on anchor. The U.S., of course, won the gold medal. The Great Britain team will be having a sleepless night tonight because they messed up a baton change that could have changed the result. The Jamaicans in this event, Michael Carr, produced a season's best 42.29. A team of greenhorns. Never before have any of these girls performed at the Olympics. 42.29. Something tells me that you're going to have something to say about this performance.
Yes, that's my performance of the day. To see these 4 youngsters coming together and doing what they did. They ran a season best also, which means that they put their all in it. And to finish 5th, I think that's a creditable performance, and that is my moment of the day.
Mike, you missed one thing. 19-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, and 24-year-old.
Brilliant.
See there?
Brilliant. And the thing of viewers, listeners, about the people we have here on the panel, set aside Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn for now. She's into coaching, but she's into fitness coaching right now. Carr, Clark, and Campbell, right? These are the men who mold the athletes, who the Stephen Francis and Glenn Mills then turn into superstars. They are as important to the success that we've had over the years as anybody else. And so when they speak, we did not just find a random guy and bring on the panel. These guys, their CV is solid. Their contribution to Jamaica's track and field is beyond question. It is unassailable. It is undisputed. And many of them have had contacts with athletes internationally who've also gone on to achieve greatness. And so you hear Michael Carr talk about Anna Cockrell in the women's 400 meters and claim part of the success because he has such a very good relationship with her, and he coached the coach who coached Cockrell. And you hear Casey Graham talk about Nasser, and he owns a piece of that silver medal because that critical 10 weeks he spent with her, she will tell you, I'm sure, that was also crucial in helping her to rebound from where she was. She fell into a deep hole after 2019, winning the World Championships, all sorts of problems she fell into. These men have the credentials to talk about track and field. I'm just lucky enough to be here to guide them and to keep them from fighting on camera, even though they smile as friends off air. Yeah? So the moment of the day, can we close it out, please?
The moment of the day at the Paris Olympics was brought to you by KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Michael asking me why I didn't give my moment of the day. They don't pay me for that. Where are you going? You understand live broadcast?
Bad boy.
Yeah? You see, that's why you're a hotel scroach, you know. You understand? You don't know about TV.
Fortis.
Me not trouble the man and him school.
Be careful.
Be careful because I'm going to start trouble about Bumper Hall Road and I don't want to go there, all right?
Near Penn Cemetery.
Well, on behalf of the team here, Sonia Stewart, who was on the production side, back at studio we have Alric Swaby, of course, Kevin Williams, Jermaine King, all of the team there. Nigel Austin, who's eating, I don't know what are you eating, Nigel? Patty? Jeremy Compos is here. Sheldon, I always forget Sheldon's last name. Sheldon Richards, who is the key man alongside Jermaine Compos with the outside broadcasts. Michael Paul has been here looking like a cowboy in extra tight jeans. Is your blood circulating, my youth? Yeah? Anyway, good. All right, all of these people who are here. And I want to thank Juliet, I want to thank TC, I want to thank Casey, I want to thank Michael. And I already thanked Alric and I already thanked you. You want to thank you again? Thanks to Sonia Stewart again. And before we go, can we thank Sonia Stewart again, please? And the last thing I'll say is thanks to Sonia Stewart once again. You satisfied now? Spirits Expression. It's at Harbour City Mall in Montego Bay, St. James. I recommend it highly. I just met a patron who says this is one of the few places he considers to come to when he wants a drink in the city. You can have a meal, you can have a drink, you can just sit and just... You remember that Otis Redding song when he said, sitting in the morning sun? You know the tune, Juliet? I'll be sitting in the evening come. You can sit, not on the dock of the bay, you can sit right here and look out on the sea and you get the same Otis Redding kind of feeling. And Juliet says it's beautiful and she marks hard. All right? On behalf of the team, we'll be on air tomorrow morning live to bring you home the final stretch of the coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad. Kimberly Rowe is looking at me because he's wondering how I didn't thank him. He's our driver and our everything man. All right, Kimberly? Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Nationwide 90 FM has just presented live coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Our coverage was brought to you by
our diamond sponsors:
KFC, Pizza Hut, Fosrich.
Or gold sponsors:
Sagicor Group, J. Ray and Nephew.
Or silver sponsors:
Supreme Ventures Limited, Digicel, Gatorade.
Or bronze sponsors:
National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, Spirits Expressions Sports Lounge, Imperial Optical Jamaica, Rainforest Caribbean, National Commercial Bank, Sunshine Snacks, First Rock Group, Grace Foods, Jamaica Customs Agency,
and our other sponsors:
Multilink, Kiss Baking Company, Hose Assembly and Supplies, Students Loan Bureau, Massey Distribution Limited, Starbucks, Tourism Enhancement Fund, Evergrow, Real Estate Board, Horton's Pharmacy, Petrojam Limited, Wellington Dental, Fontana Pharmacy, Juicy Patties, Maxi Department Store, Road Safety Unit, JTA Cooperative Credit Union, ISP Finance Services, Postage Logistics Group, Royalton Resorts, Hilo Food Stores, Charles O'Connor Consulting Network.
Spirits Expression presents Corporate Fridays and